Hello, today I'll do a review on this, the Doctor Magazine issue 543, it from November 2019, so it's UK fine, it's obviously £6 in US dollars, 11.90 was obviously $12 altogether, so it says, Doctor on the run, saviour or saboteur, like the final chapter, farewell to Terence Dicks, so like BBC Doctor Who Magazine, the official most of the BBC television series, so like JNT, tributes and friends and colleagues, the private world of Who's Greatest Showman, previously unseen image of the John Nathan Turner collection, so are back with a vengeance, like Philip Martin and Nabil Shamit on the return of Seal. So, seeing things like Terror at the Edge of Time. So, the regeneration game, like, is the changing face of Doctor Who is all it seems. So, you've got plus Richard Hartley's Mind Warp inside Knock Knock. That the latest action figures and much more. So here's the front spine where it says Doctor Who Magazine 543, like Regeneration, the John Nathan Turner years, like Sophie Aldred, Andrew Cartmel, Stephen Canford, like Philip Martin, Nabil Shaban, Richard Hartley, The Edge of Time, Knock Knock, The Mission of Chaos Part 1, and then tell me quite frankly, what do you say to the ears? Like BBC, that's it. So, full cast audio drives from BigFinish.com, so BBC Doctor Who, so it's got Paul McGann, Nicola Walker, Hattie Harahan, like Mark Boner, it's Mark Boner, Jeffrey Beavers, Michelle Gomez, Derek Jeffrey, and Eric Roberts. It's like Ravenos 4, available in October and season download. Okay, also available that. So let's open it up, shall we? So we got Paul to open and like welcome. There's John Nathan Turner with Peter Davis and Mark Streets and Janet Fielding, like Colin Baker there, and that's it. So this issue's contributors include William Fowler, Derek Hanley, and then Jim Sangster. So DJM 543, so Marcus, that's the fourth Doctor Generation figure. So it's got like Gallifrey Guardian, Terence Dicks 1935 to 2019. So Doctor and the Auton Invasion, Terence Dicks there, of course. And then Infinite Options, it's like Infinity Comics, and it's got Something Wicked and Master Plan. Like season 26 on the collection there, of course. And more stuff. So, like Galaxy 4, views in the world of Doctor Who. So it looks like you got a portrait of Terence Dicks and a dust jacket of his tight novelisation of Doctor and the Loch Ness Monster, published in 1976. Okay. Star Letter. Some more stuff. So, like Terence Dicks interview by Chris Drake. So that could be like Terence Dicks there, I think. That's really cool. In 2015, Terence Dicks is there. And then like Revenge of the Cybermen by Terence Dicks. It's got The Daft Dimensions by Lou Stringer. So what if the Doctor companions have the same mindset as the fans? So it's the end. But the moment has been prepared for. So it's the Watcher. He was the Doctor all the time. But how can that be? It was separate Crisis Doctor. Thus, this goes to the Doctor's continuity. So, surely a projection rather than a physical manifestation. So, seriously, considering cosplaying him, hey, you're stepping out my big moment here. So, Who Tube. So, it looks like following the announcement of Terence Dicks' death on the 2nd of September, he exempts recorded death in 2010. So, Terence 2010. Season 26 film, the 7th Doctor and Ace has been announced. The next release by BBC shows The Collection, the Blu-ray. 12th Doctor Peter Capaldi takes on the stage of the 2019 Fan Expo in Boston, shares with thoughtful Doctor Who fans answer fans' questions. A reimagined version of the Gallifrey stand suits of 2013 instead of the Doctor extended clips every incarnation the Doctor goes, that's it. And then Paul chuckled and enjoyed a ride in a Dalek Walks Doncast where he ran into the Doctor himself, Sylvester McCoy, okay. So now you got more stuff, some more Galaxy forums. That's John Pertwee up there in 1977, that is. And then, like 13th Doctor out there. So it looks like subscriptions, like special 30% off. So at 13 issues, just £45. So exclusive subscriber only free cover issues or lines, avoiding apologize during the year, make massive savings. It's like previous magazine covers, it looks like, or issues, that's it. So like cheating death, it's regeneration. So the first Doctor regenerates as a part of the aging process. The second is as a punishment, but the third regenerates because every cell in his body has been devastated. So it's in the aftermath of regeneration that the effects are pronounced as some surplus energy that can be channeled into plasma like blast. Okay, and then like Who Frowned Me This Face? Who Frowned Me This Face? It looks like you got some more stuff. So, like, did the Fifth Doctor borrow the face of Earthling Meglos 98 to remind himself terribly English? Don't think so. Did the Sixth Doctor borrow the face? That's it. 10th Doctor borrow that. Oh wow. Oh, look at that. Slight similars. So why did you choose that face? And then, like, it feels different this time. Yeah. Like, as Romana, the 8th Doctor, Metacrisis Doctor, Mel's or River's song, and then when the General Direction Hellbent, and then William Hartnell steals a TARDIS and names the Doctor, that's it. Like, could it be that the Doctor left Gallifrey or he wasn't a Time Lord? No. So, like, BBC Doctor who new chibi style t-shirts, available only at Hero Collector. Use promo code DWMAG10 and DWMAG10 to get 10% off your order, okay. That's now you got the Post Regeneration story, so like every Doctor is different, and the arrival of it heralds a fresh year of the series, so there are consistencies in each of the new Doctors introduced, so that's Power of the Daleks, the 11th Hour, and then Robot. So you got Robot 1974 to 5, Castroval 1982, TV 1996, like Christian Invasion 2005, like Deep Breath 2014, then When We Fell into Earth 2018. I mean, or Spearhead from Space isn't on there, and Time and the Rani, I know. So, dear John, like John Nathan Turner is familiar to Doctor Who fans, the man who's produced the series throughout the 1980s, casting like 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th Doctor. Stephen Canford, however, knew JNT as a friend. So, it looks like that's John Nathan Turner's birthday. It looks like JNT. There's more stuff. So, John was the absolute perfect host, making sure everyone else was looked after. Oh, look at that. So it looks like you've got up there, hang on, above left, Gary and John. So Tom Baker goes nose to nose with Gary. No, up there, though, no. So John was just a very kind man, and he likes it to be useful and help. So it looks like above left, John at home with Nicholas Courtney and Tom Baker with a celebratory cake. That's it. And there's more stuff. So John was a very kind man, used to be that helpful. That's it. Missing treasures, and oh, that looks like that's John Nathan Turner's grave. There, it looks like Kathleen Iris Turner and John Nathan Turner. There, look at that. So the Nathan Turner years. So producer John Nathan began the 1980s as a hero to Doctor Who fans, but by the middle of the decade, he was seen by many decisive figure, that's it, or divisive, that's it, ending the enduring controversy surrounding his overshadowed the greatest success. That's Peter Davison there. Oh, and that looks like John Nathan Turner's reading Time Flight. And some more merchandise there, of course. And then there's Black Orchid, a day with a TV producer, it looks like, that's it. And then a signature creative, John Nathan Turner, Times Inside Out. And then there's the Nathan Turner came back with a bodily experimental approach for the 6th Doctor, of course, I know, yeah. And obviously, like Sylvester McCoy as well. So, JNT sought to continue to renovate, and then renovate, that's it, the series. So, we're in fashion. And then, like, full cost audio dramas for BigFinish.com. So, it looks like you got from the worlds of BBC Doctor Who, Catherine Stewart, Neve McIntosh, and Dan Starkey. So, you got the Penoista Gang Heritage 2, available in October and CD and download. So, somewhere there's danger. I think it's still an interview with Andrew Cartmel, script editor for the final 3 seasons at 1980's Doctor Who, opposite producer who was. He's always willing to give enough rope, that's it. And you still got pictures of John Nathan Turner, though, I know you have. So, John was aware that he was putting it in the envelope, but he was willing to back me on it, so more power to him. Lots more power to him. So, the right stuff. And then, like, the keeper of the flame, okay, John Nathan Turner again. The Hartnell years, the Troughton years. So, fans had a long one. If surviving episodes otherwise be missing episode could be released on video. Well, they're on Daily Motion now. Look at that. Like Sylvester McCoy's face. And then just more stuff. Like Tom Baker's there. Nathan Turner's specials had now featured new material for every surviving Doctor. It looks like there's Tom Baker looking at a Doctor Who looking at a museum, a Doctor Who exhibition. It looks like so unfinished business. And then there's Colin Baker there, and that's the 2 Dimensions in Time special, I think. So it's like the greatest show in the galaxy. So like Sophie Alder recalls how John Nathan changed her life, and after a bumpy start became one of her closest friends. I was 20 when I got Doctor Who, so I have John Nathan to thank me for not in advertising. So that's really, really cool. Like John Nathan turned on set for Remembrance of the Daleks. Now it's got like a new dimension. The first time you'll actually be an episode of Doctor Who, the people from the Maze Theory revealed about the ambitious VR event The Edge of Time. So it's a Doctor Who video game, this is. So we see VR as a medium that's between cinema, TV, immersive theatre and gaming. Ian Hamilton. Well, it was on PS4 only, this game, of course. I know it was. So I was looking for a cool little moment at the Sonic Show. Used to open the door, Marcus Moresby. So saving the experience. So one of the chief inspirations that led some of the Doctor Who experience exhibition in Cardiff. Before the VR game was commissioned, Maze Theory details real things. So it was to explore the Doctor Who experience closed, recalls Mark's curiosity. So the game was actually inspired by the Doctor Who experience. No way. Wow. More stuff. And then, like, capital thinking. So Philip Martin wrote 2 stories for the 6th Doctor in the mid-1980s. Has just revived Syl, the fondly remembered villain that featured in those episodes, a new independent drama. So the roots of that Barros lay in Philip's fascination, but originated by crime. So promptly, his series Gangsters. So I think that's Philip Martin down there, isn't it? Or maybe it is. And then you've got Lovable Rose. That's like Nabil Shaban from fairly recently, probably like 2018 or 19, I think. Or not. There you go. And then now you've got Doctor Who Vengeance on Varos and Doctor Who Mind Warp: The Trial of a Time Lord. So it's like Trial of a Time Lord Mind Warp by Philip Martin. The best thing is that all the scripts and the actors bring the enhancement to it. It looks like that's Christopher Ryan there in the blurred. Yeah. So let's do the Mind Warp again. It's like going to Mark again. So as a teenager, Doctor was the highlight of my Saturday night viewing. And then I think my initial discussion with John, the set tone catastrophic and slightly gloomy. Like claustrophobic, that's meant to say, like claustrophobic. More stuff. So it looks like you got a comic now called Mistress of Chaos Part 1. And this features the 13th Doctor, Yaz, Ryan and Graham. This does, of course. Like TARDIS interior there. The comic strips aren't too bad, I don't think. So it looks like you got Next Invasion. So Who Won? I'll write now. So Legacy of Time CD box set. Lucy Miller CD box set. Milk Dogs Cream of Ceramic. Sugar Bowl Ceramic. Destiny that. And 9th, 11th Doctor swap vinyl figures or statues. Looks like Swaffle Head's purple or brown jacket, of course, yes. Like TARDIS person cosmetic bag. And now you got the like fact of fiction on Knock Knock. So it was first broadcast Saturday the 6th of May 2017. So Bill's student homemates resemble characters in Halloween or Scream sequel, okay. And then just more stuff. Okay, and obviously got the title sequence up there. And then reviews on audio frequencies as Rose. And more stuff like Doctor Who, the Clockwise War comic. Final event of the 12th Doctor and the War revealed at last, okay. And then the reviews on the collection of season 23, or even, you know, Trial of a Time Lord on the collection, of course, that's really cool. And action figures, you got Harry, Sullivan, Commander Stike, Perry, like the 2 Doctor set, that's the 2nd Doctor, and Kays of Androzani set there, that's really cool. And then like 7th Doctor and Dalek and War Doctor, looks like. Read a survey, let us know what you think for a chance of a £250 from Amazon voucher in Doctor Who magazine. And then competitions, more stuff. Coming soon, Ravenous 4. and then Penosa Gang Heritage 2. So subscriptions offer, don't miss any Doctor Magazine special edition, say 40%, 13 issues for 3 shows, which is £60. Okay, tight looks. And then the blogs of doom. So it looks like next issue, celebrate 40 years of Doctor Who magazine, including a 32-page supplement of an exclusive Doctor Who DVD. DWM 544 will be available at WH Smith News Agents and Comic Shop the 17th of October 2019. Price is £10. So it says the Doctor Who Companion 12th Doctor Volume 1. It looks like out now. That's really cool. An episode on the 12th Doctor. That's nice. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure to consider like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.